Welcome to the Disgruntled Losers podcast. I'm Hoy, that's Mike. And Mike, I just want to start off with a quick little story. I told you that I just got back into basketball recently. Trying to get into a little bit of shape because my brother's got a wedding coming up here in May. And okay, so I've heard this before. I've said this before, but I've never had someone tell me this directly to my face. So I've been in this like church rec league for about a month and a half or so now, and I like barely know these kids and these people that I'm playing with. But I showed up with another new kid at this point, and we showed up a few minutes late, and we're jumping into this 5v5 pickup game, and one of the guys goes to the new kid, "Hey, you're guarding him. He's deceivingly quick." And at first, I was like, "I've said this before, so yeah, that's chill." But then he goes, "No offense." I was like, "Wait, anytime anyone says no offense, a little offense is dished out. They clearly know." So I'm in my head, I'm like, "Oh shit, my bad." But I played it off. I was like, "It's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool." Because I know like for a 225 weighing 5'6" guy, I am pretty quick, so I took it as a compliment. But I got back in my car after we were done. I was like, he said no offense though. Now it kind of hurts.
But anytime anybody says you're deceivingly something, I mean that there's something to that. I mean, right? I
It's
mean,
just
because
a
that means,
backhand immediately, right?
well, it means you don't look like nothing. I mean, it's kind of what he's that's pretty much what he's saying. Yeah, I mean, I know that guy don't look like nothing, but he might have a little something. Is kind of all he was saying.
Yep, yep, yep.
No offense, no offense.
The no offense is just put it over the top for me. But I was like, that's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. But
Oh man,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
yeah. But talking about sports, let's jump into the Olympics, man. I think the Olympics just wrapped
Got
up,
to.
and man, what 2 weeks, man. Just what you got for me to start, man? Because it's been
So, well,
coverage after
there's
coverage.
only one. There's only one place to start, and I'm going to steal this with a quick story too. So, men's hockey gold medal match started at 8 a.m. Eastern time here Sunday morning. We're recording the 22nd of February. Um, Church starts at 9:30. Like we got issues. Like we got big issues. And so I seriously sat with the thought of taking the girls, dropping them off at the daycare, and going back in the car and finishing watching the game. Especially when it was actually 1-0 USA over Canada when I went in. It was like, oh my gosh, there was about 5 minutes to go in the second period when I go into church. And then you got the video, right? I think we got the game-winning video somewhere
Yep,
here pulled
yep.
up. So I don't want to say, Jesus was with us today, but not only was he with us, he let me watch the end. He rewarded me by going in. I didn't skip church. I went in, and right when I came out, it was 1-1 going into overtime. So quickly whipped my phone up, took the girls to the little spot where the slide and the play area is, and got to watch overtime on my phone. Right, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful thing.
And look how
And
just defeated they
the
look. So, oh man.
oh, that was one of the parts too. So that's one of the notes I had on this one is when you're watching it live, the goal goes in and nobody moves. So it's almost like I'm not the biggest hockey guy in the world. I'm like, wait, what's happening? Like, is this a real goal? Is this not? And then the camera turns and USA is like going
Yeah,
crazy. And obviously, oh my gosh,
you could just see their like soul dropped like out of their body as soon as the shot was taken. Like the goalkeeper's
that's
head just
such.
dropped straight to the ground too. He's like, what did I just do?
And we are a partially Michigan podcast, so we have to shout out the fact that in overtime Olympic hockey, I guess NHL 2, you play 3-on-3. And so with a goalie, there is four players on the ice. And the four players on the ice when he scores that goal are Jack Hughes, Zach Wierzinski, Dylan Larkin, Connor Hellebrook.
Hellebuck?
I'm gonna
Hellebuck?
butcher
Yeah, that's a weird
Hellebuck,
one.
Hellebuck. It's a tough one. All from Michigan.
Hey,
All from
represent.
Michigan. Look at that. I mean, that's crazy. And And we're just going to keep it moving, show the women's video. I know we got more here because not only did the men win, it is a full-on USA over Canada takeover in the sport of hockey.
Oh, I saw
Oh,
this
look at
one.
this.
Yeah,
Oh, it's beautiful.
with the back
And
of the stick
it, it,
too.
and I was just texting our friend Adam, and he told me she's from Michigan. Everybody is from
Do they just
Michigan.
they specifically pull people from Michigan?
So I just
Is
started
that the new
thinking about this.
factory for
You know,
hockey?
and well, so in like the Novi area, there is like a USA hockey facility, and they do train there in the summer. Like, so a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess it just kind of trickles away from that, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be born there. But it does help, I guess. You know, thinking about it, my sister-in-law has a first cousin that played in the NHL. And so maybe Michigan,
hey.
I need to do a little bit more research, and maybe Michigan is just a hockey factory at this point. But back
I
to
mean,
the
just
Olympics.
connected
I
to
mean, both.
Canada though. I mean, it's a good spot for it too.
Ah,
But
I
you
know.
know,
Oh
I
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
something to
for
say
sure.
about this game though. Did you watch when they were handing out the medals and the little gifts um,
Women's or
to the
men's?
women's?
I don't think so.
There was
No.
a
What I missed?
so they all gave them the medals, and then after they give the medals, they're giving them little like plushie toys, and it's given to every medalist like for all the sports. So it's not just specifically the second place Canada team, but the camera pan that went across as they're like handed these plushies for getting second place. Every single girl looks at this plushie and goes, "What the is this? Like, I don't want this. Like, I just lost."
That's
And this is what I've been dreaming of, and like they're like, what do I do with this now? It was the funniest pan ever because
amazing.
it like every single girl on that team had the same reaction to that. Oh man.
So Olympics, we got girls hockey or men or women's hockey, men's hockey victories, and the other big one that caught my eye is figure skating is obviously a
Mm.
big part of the Olympics, and that's a big one, and it's only big every 4 years. And did you? It's Alysa Liu,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, or
Yep.
am I butchering her last name? Yeah, so I'm getting that one right. Okay, so do you know her story? Have you read anything
Not
on her?
fully, but I know the Bay Area is trying to claim her as their own, which is funny.
Well, and so then it's funny too. There's another one, the skier. I'm sure the Bay Area needs to put a harder claim in because she actually represents
Mm-hmm.
China, even though grew up and said, you know what I'm
Yep,
talking
Eileen
about?
Gu. Yep, I was
So
gonna bring her up after
yeah,
this.
yeah,
So.
yeah. Okay, well, we'll get her. Okay, so I'll let you do her. So Alyssa, um, started turned pro. It might have been 13 or 14, a ridiculously young age. Which, but in gymnastics and figure skating and things like that, we talked about that happens,
Pretty
you know.
normal.
Um, and went to the Olympics. So she's 20 right now. Went to the Olympics at 16 for the first time, um, and it didn't go well. And basically retired from the sport after it.
Mm.
And then ended up, you know, whatever, graduated high school, and then went to UCLA and tried to have more of a normal life. And then apparently found the love of the game again or found the love of the sport
Mm.
again, and she came back and has a just, you know, if I do my best, whatever happens happens attitude. And obviously that works.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it gives you the, as long as you have the skill and like you have that peace of mind while you're out there, and especially in figure skating too, where it's like one slip and it's over, gymnastics where it's like one fall and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
So she retired, came back, won gold. The one
Travis
video I
Austin
had of
first
her was
pitch.
silly.
Alyssa
It
Liu, the
was her throwing a
2025
first
world
pitch at
champion
a
in
St.
figure
Louis Cardinals
skating.
game, which is
Oh,
funny
she throws
because I
it
don't
right
know.
to the
So
glove.
this has to
Nicely
be
done.
part of your thing where the
Travis
Bay's claiming her, but
Austin
she's throwing the first
first
pitch in St. Louis.
pitch.
So
Alyssa
that's
Liu,
got to
the
be what's
2025
happening
world
there. So
champion
where's she
in
Well, she's
from?
from
figure
Fresno, which is
skating.
like three
Oh,
Okay.
she
hours away from the
throws
Bay.
it
But what's
right
funny
to
is
the
that
glove.
everyone from
What
San
he
Francisco will
nicely done.
say San Jose, which is like an hour south, which still touches the Bay, but they'll say they're not part of the Bay. They'll say like Oakland's barely part of the Bay.
Oh,
I'm technically not considered the Bay because I'm like 30 minutes
I
inland.
gotcha.
But then now that she's won this medal, everyone wants to claim her as the Bay Area representative, and it's a funny narrative. And I mean, she does train in Oakland, so I mean, I'll give her that. But I mean, it's just funny how like that sense of pride just comes and goes whenever you want it to.
Yeah, I'm not going to be the judgment on that one. You guys can. To me, she's part of the Bay. I would assume you have no problem being part of the Bay.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I still say I am. So
You got to fly into one of those two airports. I mean, I don't know what more you want, but
yep. But yeah, no, I mean
oh, so what
she's
else?
she's got the personality, and yeah, I loved watching her. Yeah, she definitely deserved it.
Oh yeah, no, she was fun. I mean, she's just fun. Her hair looks. I mean, just she's got the look and she's got the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it was working. So I had curling on here, but we really screwed up, and men's got fifth, and women's didn't place either. Really, the most memorable thing from the whole curling tournament was the Canadian dude telling the other guy to F off for telling him he was
Yeah.
cheating.
Well, I mean, per the rules, I mean, it did look like they touched the part of the. I don't know what you call it. It's not a ball, but whatever they're curling.
It's is it a stone or a rock? It's one of
Okay,
those
well,
two. It's
I
a
mean, he
stone,
did
right?
touch the
I think it's a
stone,
stone.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
When you rewatch it, I see it, so I don't know.
So here's what I'll say about that. This feels like, curling, there's not a lot of money in curling. And there was even like the judge came out or the official came out and even said that like we don't have a person on each match. Like it's a little bit self-officialed in
Mm,
that point. And like, and actually, if there is a penalty of some sort, like I think how it happens is the players like will sit there and figure out what would have happened if the infraction wouldn't have occurred, and then that's where like you place everything after that. And I'm probably butchering that. I shouldn't have even gone down that path, but um, anyways. It makes me think of like when replay advanced in like all the major sports in
mm,
America. Like I remember when replay advanced, the play at second base, like the shortstop and second baseman on a turning two on a double play would like kind of just get close to the base, or like, they used to call it the neighborhood play, where like they would just, it looked good, he got close, but then when you put the camera to it, it's like, well, he didn't touch the base, and
mm.
so there was like 2 years where it's like, well, are we overturning this call? Like it's been like this our whole careers, and so. Then yeah, and then football kind of had the same thing, and basketball's had a little bit of the same thing too, where it was good, and now it comes to curling, brother.
Yeah, and my question is like, so what difference would that have really made there? Because like you already like pushed
Oh
the
God.
stone, and your fingertips not going to do that much, right? Or what are they expecting him to like give it like an extra like inch or two of a movement or something? Like, is that the complaint?
Well, and the funny thing to me is, and I'm no curling expert, isn't that the kind of the point of the guys that have the
That are
scrubbers?
scrubbing,
I
right?
I, I butchered like don't they kind of affect where that thing goes to? So even
Yeah.
if the guy did kind of do a
The
little something, I
Swiffer
mean,
sweeper
like
just pushes a little more, and then they'll make it go where it
we
needs
just
to go.
butchered. We are butchering this curling
I
segment.
mean, we're clearly not curling experts, but I mean, in layman's term, it's a Swiffer sweeper.
It is impressive though when you watch them do that. I mean, you play silly sports like that. I shouldn't say silly sports. You play, sports like that, and you and I would watch that and be like, well, give me 3 months, alone with nothing else to do, and I could probably compete. I don't know if that's true. I've watched that curling stuff, and they're actually pretty good. That one might be
No,
different.
and the accuracy of it, and then also like learning. I'm sure there's like a science to like learning how to curve it and learning how to scrub. I mean, I'm sure the scrubbers have a pretty important job too. I mean, from our perspective, it just looks like they're sweeping, but like, I mean, I'm sure they're doing something, and there's probably some technique to it.
There's 100%. Yeah, we're killing these guys.
Oh, but we did talk about Eileen Gu, and it,
Yeah. Who was awesome? Who was before we even get just the sport itself? Like she was awesome. She is
no,
awesome
yes,
at her
she
sport.
she one of the most
At
decorated,
skiing.
if not, I believe she is the most decorated in
She
her
probably is at
field.
this
So
point.
I mean, props to her for everything she's done. But I mean, what I wanted to bring up
Half
though
pipe slope style. Yeah, go for it.
is the controversy around her right now is just I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, it's America is a capital like country. You know what I'm saying? Like we're capitalists. All we care about is money. She just went to go get her bag, right? Maybe America should pay their athletes more for winning medals because
Oh, that's really it.
I mean,
That's the bottom
it's not the
line.
sole reason. Obviously, her mother is Chinese and she wants to represent for her
Sure.
mother, and
Sure.
she's
Yeah.
very well loved in China. Which I mean, obviously, as an Asian American athlete, it's probably harder to get into that space and get the recognition. I'm sure Chloe Kim also has some sense of that and had to really fight for her place in the field. And plenty of other athletes, I'm sure. But I mean, there is a financial element to that. Like, she's getting way more endorsements out there. She's getting way more praise. And also, China, just as a country, pays better for the medals you get. And she's clearly out here winning. Let her get her bag, man. Why has everyone got beef with this?
And so just so we're clear, she was born in California in the San Francisco area, lived her whole life in the San Francisco area, but is representing China in
Hmm.
the Olympics. That is what Hoy claims to be the controversy, which it is. And people, controversy might be a weird word, but like people are feeling a certain type of way about this for
And she's
sure.
not even the only one, though, is the
Yeah,
other thing, right?
no.
Like, there's plenty of athletes that represent other, if they're dual citizenship or, if they're, half one country and another country. She's not the first person to do it, but she's definitely got some of the most heat right now for doing it. And it might just be because it is related to China and, the relationship between the two countries aren't good. So,
100%. 100%. There's a handful of countries, I don't know if we even need to list them, but like you leaving America's, to represent another country is bad enough. But like I said, there's like 4 or 5 countries where, and even on like a sports rivalry level and
mm,
not even an international political level, like China would, they're usually just as good as the US in a
mhm.
lot of sports. So it makes sense. Um, the one thing I was going to say to all Americans that have an issue with this is you have no reason to watch the World Cup then. You have no reason to watch this USA men's team to play in the summer because half of the people weren't born in the United States that are going to be playing on that team.
Oh,
So
that's
like
fair.
you're
Okay.
just oh, I mean you're just a walking hypocrite at that point. I mean, yeah, I mean just you look at the last names. I mean like this is the international sports have sadly, you know, become like you said, it's more financially motivated than
Mhm.
where you're born. And so, with all these things, you just have to be a citizen of that country, and each country has their own rules for how you become a citizen or if you can become a citizen. But a lot of them, it's a little loose to what it takes to become a citizen. Then there you go, you're in the Olympics representing that country.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. And while we're on the topic of Olympics, though, I do want to give a shout out to my fellow Koreans for snowboarding.
Got to.
Gaon Choi and Chloe Kim taking gold and silver. And then even in, did you watch the short track? I know you were talking about watching short track.
Oh my gosh. I watched America lose over and over and over again. And like we got one bronze between the men's and the women's in the short track. It was horrible. But we had Connor in the long in the normal speed scan, whatever. I'm gonna butcher
Mm.
these names, but yes, but either way, the short track, no. What do you got for short?
But
The China won Korea won everything. They
Korea
usually are.
took
They're pretty
gold,
good.
baby. Let's go. That's what
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
Although I
It
think
is
those are the
it
only golds we have. So I mean, we're not high on the medal placement, but I mean, we'll take those for sure.
Yeah, you watch that sport, there's like 8 countries that do good, and Korea is one of
Mm.
them. It's like Korea, Italy, USA sometimes, the Netherlands and France are always there, and yeah, either way. But yeah, the USA has been good, but I guess we should give a little love to the Norwegians, right? Is Norway's leading the overall medals and the golds, right? Or it's over,
Yeah, I
right?
think it's
They
over, and they
won, right?
finished with I believe 41 medals in total.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so I
yeah.
think they killed it out here this
They're
year.
they're Northerners. They're Northmen, Northwomen. They're true
They're north of the
Northerners.
wall.
I mean, we'll give it to them. I mean, we'll give it to them. I mean, good for them.
uh,
You know what, we get that one sometimes, but when a true Northern country, takes it, good, tip of the cap to
yeah,
them. Good job, guys.
but I did want to bring up because like what's up with like all the falls this year? Like I know there was some talk about athletes
Ooh.
talking about, even for figure skating and the short track, like the ice was, a little too soft or not quite what they're expecting. Same with I know on the half pipe and the big jumps, there was a lot of falls this year. I'm sure other Olympics, there might have been a couple with a lot of falls, but I mean, I don't know. This year specifically felt pretty bad, and even with the speed skater that got her eye slashed open, like
Oh, they're blaming.
No, I'm
So
not
they did
blaming the
blame the
ice, but
ice
I'm
for
just
that. You're
saying
right. No, no, they did.
in general, just like
You're
there's a
right.
lot
They
of falls
did.
this year, and who's the backflipping figure skater? Like he also went from first to
Oh
like eighth or
God.
ninth. Yeah, quad god. Um, yeah, I mean he fell a couple times, and I don't know. It just seems like a lot of athletes have come to an agreement that the ice definitely feels a little different.
So I did watch the short track, like I said, and I watched that race. And in real time, the announcer said that all the racers knew that that patch of ice was damaged in some way,
Mm,
and to not make a and really to just not make a move in that spot. So it's and on that point, announcers across the board at the Olympics did a great job. They did a really good job at getting, the individual experts for those sports, in there with, your good broadcasting leads to like create. They were just all fun to
mm.
watch. I thought everybody did a good job. All those people that were this experts in the sports, I thought did a great job. And this specifically in this one, that's what I was saying. She was talking about that patch of ice and how you shouldn't make a move there, and then that happened, and then that happened where she gets her eye sliced, and that I was telling you that was part of why, I shouldn't say that's part of why I love that sport, but it was the tranquility, it was the how like just awesome it looks when they're going at those high speeds, and then the violence of it when it goes
Mm.
bad. It's like the luge and the bobsled too are fun a little bit like that, but they don't have the crash. When they have crashes, it's really bad. When the speed skaters, they just go into the wall usually, and it's not the end of the world, or the ice slice or whatever it may be, but.
Yeah, the short track always reminds me of the Psych episode where they do the roller derby with Jules.
Yeah.
I kind of want a little bit more of that kind of action in it to keep me entertained, but I mean, I see where you're coming from. It is very entertaining. A little bit of elbow, a little bit of like just checking them into the walls and stuff.
I know, and
But
then when they go to the ice, I couldn't. But I'm just reliving every American going to the ice that shouldn't have gone to the ice and over the Olympics. You're right. It looks bad. I mean, you could have a nice montage of just fall after fall on that ice. You're right.
yep, the
Yeah.
ice and the half pipe, man. There's a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah. Yeah.
big falls in the half pipe this year. So yeah, but to kind of make the other side of the argument. I mean, it's like everyone is playing on the same. I'm not trying to say that to like take away any medals or any recognition, but it just sucks that the field was the condition it was. But I mean, to be fair, everyone is playing on the same field and everyone does understand the conditions they're playing in. So, but just tough to watch all these falls from some of the top athletes in the world. So
The quad god one was tough. Everybody took that one hard. He was on commercials throughout the rest of the Olympics too. We were ready for that one. Oh man. Oh man.
Woo. Let's go over to the NBA because the NBA just had a lot of stuff this past week, and I think
Where are we starting?
we know where we're starting. We got to talk about KD. What we got to talk about KD, man. Burner leaks part two because I mean he's already had another incident before this, right?
So yeah, but this one is the most comprehensive, and this one is the most. Yeah, yeah, like I said, there's just more to it. There's more meat. There's just more to this one. And so just to give you a quick of what I know of it is there's pretty damning evidence that Kevin Durant is the owner of a couple of these X accounts that have posted some pretty ridiculously like I don't like insults about his teammates. It's not even about other players. It's about his teammates. He's taking personal shots at his teammates, allegedly. I will say I will give him the slightest. He hasn't denied it. Is also
Yeah,
the
that's the
funny
big
thing. So
problem. And as soon as this came public, like that account got locked. Like you can't go view it directly now. Um, Thankfully, the internet does the Lord's work and saves everything, and it's really easy to find this information. So I don't know how much good locking your account actually does at this point. But yeah, it's just crazy because you would think obviously he just wants to vent and he thought this was a safe space, but the internet is just not safe anymore. And you would think he knew that after the first burner leak.
Okay, so you have a couple, and we got to read some, right? I mean, or some of these alleged
Yep.
posts.
Yeah, yeah.
Will
Well, let's
will
go with some of the more recent ones, because he's currently on the
okay.
Houston Rockets. Uh, so his burner account is Get Off My Dickerson. Clever name, by the way.
Which
I'm gonna give it to
no,
him.
that I mean that sounds right. I mean that is Kevin Durant. That sounds right. Sorry,
And most of these are
tough
in
one.
the first person, so it's pretty easy to assume that it's him. But let's just take it from the top
Mm,
here. First one we got is in regards to Alperen Sengun, who's also on his team.
mhm.
Coach called that play to pass to Alfie. I'm gonna turn the ball over with this poopy butt team. I don't give a f. Your franchise player can't shoot or defend. That's a way bigger issue than my turnovers. Remember, these guys are your future.
Oh my gosh, these are so bad. And I'm gonna let you keep going, but the one thing I'll say is this is consistent with exactly what he said about the All-Star game. When people were giving him crap about not taking the last couple All-Star games seriously, he instantly went to Joker and Luca and was like, neither of those guys play hard in the All-Star game either. It's not just me. So I mean, this is yeah. So it sounds like in that game he turned the ball over at the end, and the play was drawn up to give the ball to Şengün, and he's like, I turn it over or not, that guy ain't making the play anyway. Like, I ain't no point. Like this ain't on me. It don't matter. So,
Oh,
all right. So, I mean, that sounds right.
yep.
So keep going, but
All
this
right.
is not. Sorry, KD. It's almost strike two.
This next one's about Jabari Smith Jr. He goes, I can't trust Jabari to make an effing shot or get a stop. So he's clearly in a chat with a couple other people when he's talking about this, and someone else chimes in, but then he goes, he's low key the R word. He's saying this man needs special needs, which
I
is pretty
know.
crazy
I
to say about your
no, but
teammate, man.
gosh, I know, and he does seem like not to say Kevin Durant's like a horrible person or anything like that, but he does seem like the type of person that would use that language still, 100%. So strike two and a half, Kevin. This sounds exactly like you,
Oh man.
and it's too that one was too bad too because I had heard that one, and that Jabari Smith was like his comp was Kevin Durant coming out of Florida, like that was, and it looked like pretty similar to Kevin Durant coming out of Texas was Jabari coming out of Florida, so that's too bad to see that one go sideways. People really are hoping him to be a mentor to that guy. So and of all the guys that the confidence is going to kill, that one is probably.
Yeah. And then
Oh, that
and
one.
the crazy part is I believe Jabari has come out and said like KD was the type the guy he looked up to coming out of high school and college, and like that's
Sure.
that's his go-to guy that he wants to be like. And to have him say that about you is just ridiculous.
Because the comp is obvious because they have to be like the same height and the same
Hmm.
weight and like they play and Jabari wishes he played a similar style, but he thinks he plays
Yeah.
a similar style, you know what I mean? And so
All right, we got a couple from when he was with the Golden State Warriors.
oh, here we go. I actually haven't read these ones. I was reading the recent
He
ones.
got he,
So is this same so just to be clear, same account, old
these are
post
all same
is so
accounts
this
that were leaked. Yep.
oh, so he had this going for years and he just got busted. I wonder, I'd have to do the research. I wonder what he did to get busted.
Yeah, I don't know. My guess is someone probably leaked it, right?
Oh, you think one of his inner circle
Someone,
people
because
or somebody
he's
found
clearly doing
out?
these in a chat, right? He's not just talking by himself. He's talking with some people and trying to vent with them. So I'm assuming he even knows some of these other people. But I don't think they're close. But I mean, it's probably people he thought he could, get away with talking about some of this stuff.
I mean, he just lays in bed and just does this. I mean, it's hilarious. I mean, it's I don't and I want to keep talking about it, but I don't want to like totally kill Kevin because like I don't want this to stop. This is amazing.
And to kind of help him out, there's got to be other people also doing this, right? He can't be the only athlete
Sure.
venting, right, on one of these social media platforms. So we just got to wait for the next person to leak something.
I mean, we already had a general manager, and this was when Twitter was just getting going. That the general manager had the burner that got fired for
Hmm.
Philly. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. I mean, there's got to be way more.
Anyways, let's get back into some of these. This is back when he was on the Warriors. Well, I don't know if he was on it, but he's reflecting on it. If you don't screen and pass up shots for Steph, you getting waived.
Oh, well, I mean, that's
That
a
one's pretty
fact. I
fair.
mean, like,
I'll
I
give
don't
him that
understand.
one.
Yeah, like that one. He should have just put that one on his own account. Like, that's not even a deal.
uh,
Draymond would say the same thing. Jordan Poole would say the same
that's fair.
thing. I mean, Andrew Wiggins say the same thing. Yeah. All right.
He
Sorry.
also
Go
said
ahead.
about Kerr, since MJ punched Kerr in the face, he don't f with dark skins.
Stop it! Stop it! I haven't heard that one.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
So is he? I guess I don't want to dig under this. So is he talking Draymond? He's talking himself. I guess
I think
obviously
so.
because he's like and he's obviously excluding Clay and Curry,
Mhm.
right? I mean like those are, those are okay.
And we'll do let's
Kevin Looney doesn't mess with Looney.
oh
Oh my
let's
gosh,
see. Let's
that's a great one. Oh, that was such a good one. Gosh, I don't. I mean, I don't want this to stop. I'm so mad at the guy that did. Like, I wish we could have just like found out. I don't know. How does? I wish we could have found out in a way that he could have kept it going. Someone just got to pay him.
I see one here about Trey Young, I believe is who this is in reference to. Bro shoots from the logo but can't shoot a mint. Breath deadly for real. Been glazing me since middle school. I'm crying. Somebody get this man Trey a toothbrush and some gum before tip off.
Oh my gosh. So there was one in the past. Oh my gosh, I forgot who it was. Some there's been bad breath people in the past. I think I forget who it was. I wish I had it on the tip of my tongue. Um, yeah, that one's bad. You don't want to be known as the person with bad
Yeah.
breath, is all I'm trying to say.
Hey, but I
Like,
mean,
you don't want to be known as
maybe some players use it as like a tactic, man. Because if you got bad breath, ain't nobody want to guard you.
no, that's fair. That is fair. And thinking of like playing high school basketball, like yeah, the stinky guy that was rebounding, like you didn't want to, you
Yeah.
didn't want to mess with the stinky guy. Yeah,
There's
I
some
mean
strategy
like
to it. It's kind of.
yeah.
I'm sure Dylan Brooks got something like that cooking too, right?
Oh, he totally wears the Sex Panther cologne. 100%. Like 1,000,000%. That smells like pure gasoline. A gajillion percent.
We won't get into too many more because I mean I already told you I have a boatload of these, but the one I really wanted to call out is so he goes over and basically roasts everyone, and he like kind of gives this next person a somewhat of a compliment, I guess. He goes, I really gotta laugh to stop from crying. I swear I miss Ben Simmons. Least that bro would give me the ball.
That is so good. That's so good. Even Kevin in his, Kevin, he probably has some, struggles with mental health himself. Like he's probably come out
Mm,
saying that and obviously look at it. So he even knows, like it's time to lay off Ben.
yeah.
Like yeah, like like he'll go at anybody. It is funny to see like who will Kevin Durant lay off of? All right, Ben Simmons is on the list. All right. So there's the line. That's where Kevin draws the line.
Now, now here's the question: are you on the side of this is real though? Like I'm 100% under the impression these are real, and because like I said, he hasn't verified it, and there's no like legitimate proof unless he says it is his that it is right. So, but are you under the impression it is?
So, I mean, just based off the evidence you gave me, that sounds exactly like things he would say, yes. So I'm sure this is why people are going crazy because everything sounds exactly like he would say. I read something that like people were taking pictures of him in real time, posting and like time stamping the pictures versus him like on his phone at the All-Star game or
Hmm.
something like that. I don't know if one of those was that recent. I mean, yeah. I mean, this sounds exactly like Kevin. And it's funny too because we're going to transition into the NBA into like just more normal basketball topics here in a second. Houston has, ever since like the idea of these have started to come out. Houston's kind of in a spiral, a downward
Mm,
spiral. They're not playing
yep.
well.
I mean, I'd imagine so. I
It,
mean, there's just the locker room chemistry has to be amazing.
I know, and I don't want to go too far down the what like Kevin Durant, rabbit hole right now, but like I would just say I hope he sticks it out there. I cannot like if he moves again, that's a one of a kind story. I mean, he's already kind of a one of a kind story, but I mean that's a true one of a kind story if he moves again. Well, I guess not. It's Harden and him. I guess I shouldn't say one of a kind. It's him and Harden both.
Yeah.
Harden's purely financial though, so that one's different.
Well, and strip
But
clubs.
but well, that's on. But well, I mean, what you trying to say? Cleveland's hot? I mean, like,
Well, I mean, he also said he wanted to go to Atlanta, so I mean, yes.
oh well, yeah, that's the obvious one. Was that Sweet Lou? We got in trouble there.
Oh, but yeah, so that's enough for KD and his burner stuff. We'll let the world decide. But hey, all the information's out there. You can go look up more. I had
Hmm.
about 15 to 20 different ones, but I saw way more. But we'll let the listeners go do their own research and come to their own conclusions. Before we go into some of the other topics, I know you want to touch on the Pistons and something else. Um, did you see Lamelo Ball and his incident this week?
Oh, it couldn't have been too bad because I literally just saw him. He hit 10 threes today. So incident. Tell me.
Oh, so he got into a crazy car crash, right? This
Oh,
was like two
sure,
or 3 days
sure.
ago, um, and this isn't nothing to dog. Well, I guess kind of. What I want to say is this man's out here in real life playing Grand Theft Auto because
Oh
that
no.
same intersection, or like a block or so away from that intersection that he got into that car accident, there's camera footage of him peeling out of some parking lot, running red lights in multiple different
Oh,
cars, multiple different
no.
days, and I'm like, yo,
Oh,
this is
oh,
you about to get in trouble for this somehow. I don't know,
that's not good.
but no, I'm not gonna get too far into it, but oh man, I just wanted to get that GTA thing out because this man's out here living I can't imagine the lifestyle he has right now.
And you don't want to have that reputation, people. Come on, you see all the crap that I mean, who's the Jordan Addison out in Minnesota, Ray Rice or Rasheed Rice, not Ray Rice,
I was
Rasheed
like, wait, Ray
Rice,
Rice.
Kansas City. Yeah, no, I mean, just like all these horrible. Yeah, there was the whole entire University of Georgia football team. Like, oh, come on, guys, come on, be a little better on the road. We can do
Yeah,
this. We can do this. Come on, guys. There's enough just like normal DUIs. You don't need to be soberly like out there. Like it just this is horrible.
yeah.
Like, gosh. But yeah, it's fine. Obviously, there has been no punishment handed down by anybody because, like I said, it was the headline was LaMelo's hit 10 threes through three quarters. So he's not even mentally phased by this one bit. Might even be fueling him,
Yeah, well, I mean,
dare I say.
I don't know what the health situation was with the drivers, but the crash was pretty crazy because his tire came off. Like, he hit this other car, and his front left tire was just rolling down the street. I'm like, it's a pretty.
Yeah, but he drives like a Lamborghini something,
No, he was
right? I
driving
mean,
this.
or
It looked like a Jeep, some sort of like Range Rover or something. It was a bigger SUV
no,
that
no, no.
he.
it was the Hummer. No, no, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it
It was
was
the
like the
Hummer. That's right. He
camoed
was
out
driving.
Hummer looking car.
Yeah, it was. Sorry, it was. He was driving the Hummer that day. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
But but okay. So yeah, whatever. And Charlotte, we're allowed to spend a few seconds on Charlotte because they're actually playing good basketball. So I don't hate that. This is relevant. They that could be the first round matchup for the Pistons. So to transfer into the
Yeah.
Pistons, Charlotte thinks that they're going to be the eight seed if they win the play-in tournament. So, and they're actually trying. We are not going to talk about tanking right now, thankfully, because of all the years the Pistons have been bad. We are good this year, and so I don't want to spend 1 second talking about the tanking problems the NBA has. You can go to a lot of other NBA podcasts. That seems like all they're talking about right
It's
now.
big.
Um, it's yeah, I know, whatever. So like I said,
Yeah,
we're not
we're
gonna talk
good.
about it. Um, but in the last week, just a quick Pistons update. Beat the Knicks again for the third time, and it's funny. You listen to the national media; they keep saying that the East is wide open. Really, there's only one person in the national media I'm hearing saying that the Pistons are the clear-cut favorite in the East, and it's Stephen A. Smith, and it's because he keeps going to these Pistons-Knicks games, and he keeps seeing with his own eyes the Pistons beating the crap out of the Knicks, and then he goes on TV the next day, and he's like, guys, like this is crazy. Like these guys are for
And
real.
this last one was without Duran and Isaiah, right? So that's a
Paul Reed, Paul Mother
he's
bleeping
a
Reed.
stud.
Like I don't know, like dude's he's for real. Like somebody's gonna. I don't know. I should know his contract situation, but he is somebody's gonna give him minutes. I think he's only like 26 or 27, or he might be 28 now. But he's got a couple more good years in him. He deserves 25 minutes a game, but he is gonna be our backup big for this run, and let's go. I guess Stewart kind of is, but. I meant more of the reserve. Well, this is kind of what I was saying about Ivy was Reed's kind of in that same spot where he's like the ninth guy. So sadly, when the playoffs happen, unless Stewart or Duran or Tobias or somebody that would play that position goes down, he's probably out of the playoff rotation.
Foul
But
trouble
man,
or
does he
something,
step
you know.
in? Yeah, sure. But man, does he step in well when we play. So either way, Pistons crushed the Knicks, just took care of the Bulls the other night. You asked me the last time we talked about the Pistons, like what a successful run would be. And I think I said we had to win two playoff series. Um, I am pretty much ready to say we got to win the East. You can't miss out on this opportunity. I've heard a couple people compare us to the Derrick Rose led Bulls. I think it was 2011 when they had their big year and Rose won
Mm-hmm.
MVP. They lost to LeBron. I think he was with Miami at that point. But there's no LeBron. So it would just be like that, but there's no LeBron.
Yeah.
And what would have happened if they in that year? Because there is some similarities. Just Rose to Cade, just dominant guards, dominant scoring guards with just the perfect teams around them. And I say perfect, and I really mean that. I know people really wanted Detroit to add a shooter at the deadline, and that's why people think Detroit isn't going to win the East or much less the NBA championship is because of the lack of shooting. But man, you can't take away any of the toughness. So like it doesn't make any sense. Like you play like you take one of these eight guys out of the rotation, like you lose that. You take Ron Holland out of the rotation, like you lose a dog. Like you lose real toughness and real camaraderie with the team. It didn't make any sense to add a shooter and I don't see, comparing us to the Bulls. I'm just going to keep comparing us to great teams. Like we are a little bit like when the Thunder got rolling 2 years ago. Not when they won the championship last year, but the year before when Shea like started to break out, kind of like Cade is now as like an MVP guy. Um, just with like the Thunder weren't a great 3-point shooting team either. I know Jason or Jay Williams he can shoot, but yeah, I mean Shea's not the best shoot. I mean Shea and Cade have similar 3-point shooting percentages. It, I'm ready to say we need to win the East. Like the East is there. We need to win it. I don't know what else to say. There's really no. I mean, there's really not anybody in the way. There's nobody in the way.
Yeah, and I've watched enough since you've been talking them up where, yeah, I don't hate it. I think they got something. It kind of, I mean, it's a different structure for sure, but it reminds me of the type of team we had with Billups, Rip, Tayshaun, where it was a lot of
Sure.
grit. I mean, because even that team didn't have crazy 3-point shooting. I mean, Rip was a mid range shooter. Tayshaun was also just kind of lanky. He kind of reminds me of Asar, kind of in like just the defense scrappy type of
Sure.
guy. And Chauncey just kind of led them. Different style, like I said, of course, but they had that grit, and I think that's what we kind of found again, and that's what's kind of exciting to watch again. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Although James Harden going to Cleveland has surprised me a little bit with the way their play style has evolved. He's bringing out James is somehow bringing out some extra numbers out of some of these guys. I wouldn't think he could, but we'll see. We'll see.
It doesn't surprise me. I alluded to it before. I am probably one of the bigger. I don't want to say James Harden's fans, but I respect the heck out of
Mm-hmm.
that guy. Him going to Cleveland. I don't want this to be the one time it happens for James. Like I have respected the heck out of this guy for his whole career. Like this, I'm already seeing it. Conference semifinals, conference finals. Like for some reason, this is the time James Harden doesn't screw up and doesn't like collapse in the moment.
Hmm.
That would be heartbreaking because that probably is right now looking at the East. This is kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit, just like who is the team that the Pistons would be the most afraid of in the East, and Cleveland is absolutely on that list of teams.
They would be who I would think we were going to go up against in the finals. Eastern Conference Finals, that
Boston's
is.
scary. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I mean that's we don't. That's kind of what we're worried about.
Yeah.
Like I said, that would be a successful season. Not that if we didn't make, if we made the finals, I mean, even if it is Oklahoma City, we're so flipping tough that we're gonna make it. Like we're gonna make it tough on anybody. So it doesn't matter. And the fun part is we got a home and away with Oklahoma City still regular season on the schedule coming up. We got Cleveland coming up this weekend, national television. Man,
Hey,
it's fun. That's what I was saying. I want to talk about tanking because Pistons got real games, nationally televised. They're playing. We play all of our guys. Cade plays every flipping game. The ESPN dude Tim Bontemps just came out with his NBA MVP straw poll, which is extremely accurate. Like it moves the betting markets ridiculously when he releases it. Cade's third. So that just essentially like Cade is third in the MVP voting as of right now. He's over Wemby. They had Wemby fourth. It was like a substantial difference. And then obviously Joker and Shea are 1-2, but Joker's probably going
they
to
might not be
be
eligible, right?
Shea. It would take a real he. I think they're babying his injury, and I think Shea wants a back-to-back MVP. So I would imagine I don't have the betting markets up in front of me. Cade was like 10-1, 12-1, 15-1 last I looked. Shea was still like plus 120 or somewhere in that world the last I looked. It really the one that surprised me was Wemby was like 30-1 almost or something like that. And not that I think he's going to win it, but like you just said, injuries. And that guy could go on a ridiculous tear of just 10 block games or something down the end of the stretch and like do something that nobody's
Hmm.
ever done before because that guy's gonna win MVPs. Like
At
it's
some
probably not gonna
point.
happen this year, but it's probably gonna start next year. Which Luca, sorry brother, like you might have missed your obviously we're saying all this. I think Luca's like sixth or seventh or eighth in that straw poll voting. Like he is down there. Yeah, he and Ant was there too. So those were the guys essentially. But yeah, but Pistons got to win the East. I don't want to totally leave the topic, but man, the Pistons got to win the East. This is the year. This is the year. I'm in. I'm in now. I'm official. I've been hesitant to say it, so I needed to put it on record. That is the bar. You got to win the East this year. Got to.
All right, well, let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. We've been waiting for so long now. It's about time we get a little love.
It happened quick. That's what I mean. It happened quick with this team, but it didn't happen quick like over the grand scheme of things because you just mentioned the Billups team. Like that was the last. I know we made the playoffs with Drummond and Blake Griffin and Reggie Jackson,
But
but I mean,
0405
my
was
goodness,
like,
I
yeah,
don't.
literally the last real
That's
run
what
we
I
had. So
mean.
that's 20 years, right? So,
That's. I mean, pretty much. Yeah, we probably went like '06. So we had a couple more runs after that. We made these Eastern Conference Finals, but yeah, I mean, it probably has been 20 years since we've made the Eastern Conference Finals. I'd have to
yeah.
look. Probably has. I should have some of this stuff, but we're not good at researching, so
Well,
yeah,
Josh
you know
doesn't
how that
really help
goes.
us as much as he should yet. So,
No, he's legitimately sleeping. He loves literally once he hits record, he takes a nap. It's
uh,
unbelievable.
but you talked about the Pistons players, playing all the minutes, which, minutes is something
Mm.
that's a touchy subject. But while we're on that, I want to talk about Darryn Peterson because this man is gonna be
Oh yeah,
he's the talk of the town right now. I feel like just and what I want to ask you.
he's gonna be a top four pick. He'll be a top four pick. Go
Oh,
on.
I don't doubt top four. But my question is this: if you're a GM, right, and you're looking at him sitting out doing it, and I know some other because I think Ace Bailey also did something similar to this, right, where he just sat out a couple games to kind of lower his stock or try to get to a team that
Oh,
he wanted to.
oh, that was during the pre-draft process. That was not.
Oh, that was
That
after.
was
Okay.
not. No, no, he played for Rutgers. I mean, it wasn't great, and the team wasn't good, and they didn't make the tournament. But he played. Him and Ron
Okay,
played.
well, yeah, I don't know. It's just like if you're a GM though, and you see someone that just like pulls themselves out of a game, like how much are you putting stock into that? Because I don't know. For me, if I'm a Pistons GM, especially, and I got a team full of dogs, like I don't care what you're doing. You don't seem like you're fitting that dog culture.
So what you're alluding to is Darryn Peterson has had a problem finishing games, and the most recent one was he had. Oh
I
my
think it was
gosh!
23
Again, we
points
should
in
have this
18
stuff up.
minutes.
Thank you, thank you. 23 points in 18 minutes. That's been the headline all week.
Mm-hmm.
Is that and it was cramping, right?
Well,
So he had
cramping.
cramping in the first half, so, cramping in the first half, and so had halftime to, not that he went out in the first half, had halftime to look at it. And did he come back in the second half or played very, very, very sparingly in the second half? Either way, and they asked Bill Self, the coach, afterwards, and he said it's concerning. Not the first time that Peterson hasn't played and not the first time that he hasn't finished a game on an injury that you hate to judge injuries and you hate to judge players not playing through injuries. You like to leave that to the athletes that have done it and played through injuries so they can just make, they have a little something to stand on. But most people say, like this, you had cramping. Like the soccer players, like they come, they spray that magic stuff on your leg and we're back and we're playing, brother. I mean, like we don't even sub them
But
out.
that's the thing. Like
Like,
if you watch that game, he goes to the bench and no one's tending to him. Like you would think if you're a
I
star
know it looks
athlete,
bad.
like someone would tend to you if it was a real injury. And you look at the other games, like I think he only played like 11 games so far out of the entire season, and even of those, I think only 3 of them he's played over 30 minutes, right? So he's either saying he doesn't want to play a full game or he's just is it really an injury thing? Because if you're that injury prone, I don't want you either, right? Like if you have to rest that much, uh, or you're scared to get hurt or something. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not an injury if you're claiming it is, but I don't know. Like from a GM perspective, I'm thinking like there's a lot. It kind of reminds me of what's the Kevin Costner movie, Game Day or whatever, Draft
Draft
Day,
day.
and Bo Callahan, his teams, because there's also that picture of like him walking down the court and his team is huddled up and he's just like casually walking to the huddle, like the team's doing a huddle without you. All right, you're the star player. It kind of reminds me of that Draft Day movie because like Bo Callahan, apparently his team like didn't invite him to parties and stuff, and it says a lot about your character. Like if a team's doing a huddle without their lead star, like what does that say about you?
Yeah, it reminds me of Amani Bates. I don't know if you remember that name. He was on Sports Illustrated when he was like 15 or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Is the next big thing. Played basketball in Michigan. I saw him play plenty. When he was a freshman in high school, he would go to the bench and he would be coached by like his dad and another guy, and the rest of the team would go to the team huddle and would be coached by the coach. Um, and they won the state championship this year, and I always that year, and I always said that that was horrible for Amani because that like didn't teach him anything
Yeah.
essentially of what you were saying as being a team player, and he ended up being a second round pick and did has I think he's still bouncing around the G League right now, but either way, um, it is super concerning. But the thing is, you you watch Peterson and the talent is undeniable. It the comp is somewhere between like Ant Edwards and like you hate to give comps like that, but it's a very athletic 2/3 that I mean the comp is Ant. I mean he kind of looks like Ant out there. But this year specifically, if you want to get into the specifics, like I said, there's 4 top guys, and in my opinion, there's actually a couple more. There's a guard at Arkansas that keeps scoring
Darius
40.
Acuff.
That's also exactly, yeah, exactly. So that's what I mean. So I guess he could fall out of the top 4. But and you mentioned Ace Bailey. It is a little Ace Bailey like as well, where people questioned a lot of that with Ace last year in the draft process more. Not like I said, Ace played the games was the problem. I mean, this is different. Me personally, I like the Boozer kid at Duke. Like if
Yep.
I'm the number 1 pick, this is not just shooting from the hip, but like I really like that Boozer kid. He is tough. He has the right attitude, the opposite of what you're
Yep.
talking about right now. Um, and I think people are getting a little too like they see him and they think he's going to be Paolo Banchero, I don't want to like again compare him to anybody too big, but I see more Jason Tatum than Paolo
Oh,
Banchero
dang.
out of Boozer. So I take that what you will. I really like Boozer. But I mean, but Peterson, I would have like the talent is so undeniable that he just won't fall in the draft because of it. Like it's just so just jaw-dropping some things when
Yeah.
you watch him athletically.
I don't know. Just from a, like I said, from a GM standpoint, I am taking Darius Acuff over him. If I got to pick,
So
all you
okay,
GMs out there, you heard it here first. I draft really good teams on
okay.
2K. You want a winning team, you take Acuff over him. I don't know, especially if you want some dogs.
Hey, that's a Michigan guy, man. I mean, you just keep naming Michigan guys. Let's do it. I mean, it's a Michigan podcast. We're killing it today. We're killing it.
Yeah.
He left for college, but that's all right. That's all right.
That's. But yeah, that's all I had in terms of the NBA. I did want to get into you about some of the NBA expansion stuff, but I want to save that because I think that's going to be a longer
Ooh.
conversation because I have a lot of questions about that and how that would work. But if you don't have anything in that regards, I think you wanted to bring up and another topic here and switch up gears a little bit actually.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
So, Toy Story 5. They just
So you
released
saw
their
the trailer?
trailer, and please tell me you saw this.
Heck yeah. So my first thought is they nailed it because they show the tablet right away and it's like, oh my gosh, they nailed it. And like it's so obviously perfect. It just yeah, all the old school toys. I don't even know what the storyline is, but it's gonna be an evil tablet,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, you would think so. And I mean, they teased this like a year ago with the kid under the blanket and clearly on a cell phone or some sort of electronic device.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
we kind of knew it was coming, but the trailer it seemed like they're headed we don't know the full premise yet, but it looks like they're cooking. It looks like they're cooking. I'm ready for it. But I wanted to call out why they got to do my boy Woody like that.
What in the trailer? What I miss?
They're just clearly saying he's balding, and he just has this clear bald spot when he shows up in front of the gang, and they got the sunlight just beaming off
Oh.
of it.
He's always struggled a little bit, so that makes sense. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, even toys fade a little
Oh,
over
but it's just
time. I
sad.
mean,
You,
just
you had
like
to do
all
my
of
boy
us,
dirty like that. You couldn't do it to Buzz or
Uh,
somebody else.
just like that. No, I mean, Tim Allen's still. Actually, I'd have to see. I haven't seen Tim lately. I'm not sure how much hair he is. A Michigan guy,
No,
just
no,
Tim
another
Allen,
one.
right there. Shout out, Buzz. Yep, the guy. Hey, we're
We're
everywhere,
cooking.
man.
We're
I don't know
cooking.
what to do. I don't know what to tell you. So. I did have something here that Josh sent me before he fell asleep. I have the highest grossing animated franchises of all time. I have up to 15. We don't have to go that deep, but I wanted to ask you. So, if you could guess, number one is what I'm going to ask you. But I will give you a couple hints and say that the top movie or the top franchise has six movies. So it's not going to be one you think of right off the top. Oh, maybe it is. That has the highest grossing. So, like I said, highest grossing animated franchises of all time. Can you guess
We're
number
talking the
one?
whole
Six
franchise here,
movies.
right? Like not one
Six
specific
movies.
movie. Okay. My first,
5.6 billion over six
and this
movies.
isn't just.
So just
It's
under a
just any
billion.
animated. We're not
Ju-
talking like just Disney, just Pixar, just something, or like DreamWorks.
It, this one happens to be one of the three that you just named, but there is one on the list that clearly isn't because I have no idea what it is. So yeah, this is everything.
I'm gonna start off with Ice Age. I think Ice Age actually did
So
really well as a franchise itself.
so Ice Age is third. Okay,
Okay.
so you're doing well here. I'm gonna take some notes here. So Ice Age is third, five movies. So one movie short, but only 3.2 billion. So even per movie, that one falls short because there is one that per movie is more than the number one. But so yeah, I got Ice Age. Oh, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Ice Age is fourth.
Ice Age is fourth.
Ice Age is fourth. Ice Age is fourth with five movies at 3.2 billion. All right. So guess again.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna obviously. Go with the one we're talking about here, Toy Story.
That one is third
That one's
at
third. Okay.
3.27. So again, five movies. So that will take over Ice Age here with the wait, that says five movies. That's given them a fifth movie that hasn't happened yet, right? Because this is Toy
So
Story
so they're
5.
saying the four really
Um,
cooked.
yeah, so I'm looking at that. Yeah, so they're just already giving it the fifth movie. So yeah, so that they will obviously jump this one, and it probably will jump into two. I don't think they're going to take one with this one. They're going to have to make another one. So okay, so you've gotten Toy Story at three and Ice Age at four. You got any more
Oh
guesses?
man, I'm not
You got
even
to
in
get one.
the top three yet. Okay. So
No, well, yeah,
oh
I mean, you got one and two
okay
still.
okay.
You haven't got, yeah, Toy Story's three. Go ahead.
All right. Oh man. And you gave me a little clue there with what am I missing right here? Animated films.
There's some obvious ones. One from our college days that I'll give you to cheat a little bit is on there, but it's lower. But that one per movie is going to be the best with the two movies.
College days.
Oh man, I remember you watching this on the projector in college. Don't even try. Don't even try. I think it will. I guess I'd have to look at what the first movie came out. I think it was our sophomore or junior year of college, something like that. Girl, princesses. I guess there are a lot of them are princesses, but Frozen. Frozen is the one I'm
Oh, I
referring
thought.
to. So that
Okay,
is,
so,
yeah.
so they're just saying one and two. I was thinking we're talking like three, four movies plus. Okay.
Well, no, you have to be. So Frozen is below Lion King. So there's one and two which you haven't got yet. Toy Story 3, Ice Age 4, Lion King 5, Frozen 6. But Frozen is 2.7 billion over two movies. So per movie, Frozen is number one. That's the only one to average in a billion a movie.
Oh man.
So you're still missing one and two, and neither are Disney, which I thought was
I'm
surprising.
gonna go with Shrek because I feel like Shrek just has a really
So
big
you
cult
got number two.
following. Okay.
Number two. One and two, Shrek one and two are two of the best animated movies. Those
I
might be
mean,
my two favorite
they're
animated
the
movies.
Forever After, or which one was? I think it was the fourth one. That one is really sad. That one was a tearjerker. That they brought me back home after when I was watching that one.
Is that Justin Timberlake or the Rumpelstiltskin?
The Rumpelstiltskin one. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a. So, and I think they're putting together a fifth one too. So
Yep.
that one's. Oh wait, they got six. They got six next. They're counting Puss in Boots. Those cheaters. They gotta be. Oh, those cheaters.
I would
Okay.
give it to him.
So
Same world. Same world. I'll give it to him.
yeah, that's fair. Okay. So number one. I'm trying. I don't know how to give you another hint on this one. I don't want to give you the lead actor because that's going to be too easy. Um, I don't even want to give you some of the side actors because
Oh,
that's going to be too easy.
number one animated.
There's six movies. They've done spin-offs from the main franchise too. Um, the the main guy is evil. The main guy is evil, turned good, has three little helpers that came in to change him from evil to
Oh,
good,
is it
and
Minions? Oh my God.
it's
Yeah,
Despicable
Despicable
Me. So
Me. My
Despicable Me,
goodness.
yep. So you got it. 5.6 billion over six movies. Despicable Me comes in number
They're at
one. I thought that
one.
was surprising.
I would
Yeah, I
not
thought that
see
was
them
why I
at
brought it up.
one.
I thought that was surprising. That's why I brought it up.
Wow. And how
Despicable
many
Me,
movies did
people
they
like
do?
it.
And I'm assuming they're counting
So
the
this has
Minions too,
six.
right? They're counting Minions
Yeah,
and okay.
so that sounds right. Because I think there's four Despicable Me's and two Minions or
Oh,
something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Real thing, man. Kung Fu Panda's on this list. Inside Out actually has done well for
Kung Fu
two
Panda
movies.
was one I
Oh,
was
I'm wrong.
thinking.
Yep, that's down there. Finding Nemo's down there. Incredibles. How to Train Your Dragon did well. Moana for the two movies, and Cars is for three movies has done well.
Actually, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I didn't guess Cars. Cars is actually one that I was very surprised when you go to Disneyland in particular. Cars is popping. Cars Land, Radiator Springs
Oh, I've never.
is
Oh, really?
popping. And I'm not talking just kids. Adults are wearing Cars shirts, Cars backpacks, Cars hats. The line is either, if not longer, or the same as Star Wars. Like it's long. If you're gonna use your lightning lane and to skip the lines, like that's the one you're saving it for because that everyone is sitting there.
That's real advice. People clip
Yeah,
that.
Cars. Yeah,
You can't pay for
took
that
me
advice.
took me for a. Ooh,
Well, so I will say though, my nephews, that would be their number one. Like cars, that's a big deal for boys, like young boys. Like that one's lived on. And even Soph is into cars right now for some reason. Like even recently, it's hilarious. She called it trucks for a while. Like we've had to tell her it's cars. She keeps calling it trucks. She must like she
Mac.
must like Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh,
No, what was it?
Mater,
It's
Mater. Yep, those
Mater.
are both of
She must like
Joa's
Larry.
favorite characters as well. So, no, but it's just a really easy movie to get into. Car like the concept of a car itself is so relatable. I mean, you see them day every day, and it's just it's fun, and the toys are fun. NASCAR esque, you would say, or Hot Wheels, right? So
Well, we need more like boy animated movies. Like all these ones, I guess not all these ones, but like, there's a lot of princesses.
mhm.
Like Disney's really gone to the princess well a lot here. Like, boys like cars. Like that one's pretty simple, right? Let's
Yeah.
get this, and they did get it right at least. But yeah, that would make
Hey, if you
sense.
get a little tired of Cars though, because I've watched all three of them multiple times, the Airplanes spinoff isn't bad either. There's two movies,
Oh, interesting.
not bad, well worth the watch.
Interesting. Okay.
That's not okay.
Let me think back, how different concerts were like back in the day versus now, and it's just not okay that like cell phone culture and like social media has like kind of ruined concerts for me. I don't know. It's just ha- do you have any recollection of concerts like back in the 90s where we were just there vibing? We didn't really have cell phones. Everyone was into the music. Everyone's having a good time. And right now, the last four concerts I remember going to, I've had to make room for people around me to take photo shoots. Like in the middle of some of the best songs that are being played by these artists, like people are almost there for clout. People are almost there just to like say they were there. And there's more phones up than hands up, and I don't know. It's so frustrating to me. I'm just not okay with concert culture right now, and I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, man? Like, just have you noticed, observed, kind of like similar things at concerts you're going to?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. It's been like that, and it's been getting worse,
Mm-hmm.
for forever. I am somebody who wants zero part of that, if that hasn't been made abundantly clear throughout this process that we've started here. Yeah, no, I am the last person that wants that. My wife always makes us take, whatever, just a couple pictures, and then she usually lays off me. But I also think because I don't really think about it, that I probably notice it less too. It'd be different if, like you said, somebody's trying to do a photo shoot right behind me or something like that, or right in front of me or whatever it is. Like that's probably would be different. And I do notice that in the stairs more often than not. Like people try to get to that bottom part of the stairwell. You know what I mean? Like that's
Like
probably
right
the
by the
the popping
railing, they're
spot where
like
you
all
can.
leaning up against it.
Oh
Yep,
yeah.
yep, yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get a nice view of the field. Get a nice view of the stage.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and like some of the
We'll
concerts
see. I'm
I'm
going.
going to are like they're like it's just everyone standing, right? There's no seats. We're like all on the floor, and to like get your friends to like create a circle around you so you can take and not even just one picture. I'm talking they're doing this throughout the entire thing whenever they see, fireworks come out or smoke come out or this or whatever they're doing for the concert, and it's like, dude, are you not here for the music? Like, do you not just want to enjoy what's happening and like actually look at, and it's crazy because you see so much better with your eyes than you will with your camera, right? Like, I don't care how good people's cameras are,
Oh yeah.
you're soaking it all in way better with your two eyes. And the fact that everyone's staring at the camera screen instead of the actual stage is crazy to me.
I know you spend all that money. I mean, I guess people would say you spend all that money so you get the video so you can post it, right? And get the
Yeah,
clicks.
and like YouTube's already gonna have the actual video footage from the concert. Like, if anything, just repost that. Like, they have the full thing from the best angles with high def cameras.
Katie had watched the Eras tour so many times before she went and before it was even on Disney or whatever. Yeah, it's those concerts and like those concerts where you can find
Yeah,
them very easily.
just I don't know. I wouldn't mind if artists started to say, kind of like, because I think comedy shows do this too, right? Like you no cell phone usage, you know.
Oh, big time. Comedy's like that's the number one thing. Like who Chappelle used to make you like turn it in. And like you couldn't get there and say I don't have one. Like you had to turn in a cell phone to get in.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
for it. I think more artists should be okay with, doing that to create the environment that they want. And, you know, if you want pictures, just pay for the meet and greet or something. I don't know. Figure it out. But right now, what we're creating as a society is just not it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. They need to we just need to get to the contact lenses doing the videos and stuff and so you can just sit there and click the side of your face and just
Yeah,
record.
yeah. We'll get there soon enough. I'm sure
Yeah.
Elon or someone's working on some brain implants for that. So,
Oh, yeah.
but I alluded to it right before this segment, and you said we were gonna touch on something for APFotW. So, what you got for us?
Amy Poehler's Flowers of the Week.
So I am going to dip into the easy well of ones that we were bound to do at some point. So like along the lines of teachers and maybe like NICU nurses, like obvious ones, single parents. Just giving flowers to single parents, moms especially, but dads too. My wife's been out of town for 4 days, and I took the kids to my parents for two of them. So I really don't even have much to complain about. But my goodness, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. I only got two of them. I know some people got single parents got three, four, five. I mean, unbelievable. Two is enough to buy myself, and I don't know if we're done, but my goodness, this would make you think differently about having more.
Oh
Oh
man, no,
man.
I agree, man. I even watching TV shows makes me cry when like there's single parents, going through the ringer and they have to like pick up their kids and they can't pick up their kids because they were just leaving two jobs and you're like, oh my god, dude, how do we help you? I want to
Cry
help
so
you.
much
I
more
want to
now.
help you.
I cry so much more in life now that I have a kids, but especially about things like that. Like
Mm.
100%. I think about that all the time. Like one of the things, it's funny enough you bring that up. One of the things I think about all the time is there's this silly scene in Downton Abbey where it's this rich family, back in the olden England days, and grandma's sitting there like talking like she raised her son, and the one lady kind of calls her out. She's like you were really there hand and foot all day, and she's like, no, I was there an hour a day, and And I think about that sometimes when I go to work and come home and like, it's like already 6 o'clock and it's like the kids go to bed at 7:30. It's like, my God, I'm just like Granny. Like I'm really only here an hour a day sometimes. Like this is horrible. And I start crying. I'm like, this is horrible. I'm just like Granny from Downton Abbey. Like this is
Oh,
terrible.
yeah, you say that, and it makes me think of the statistic that came out a few years ago, where like most parents on average only see their kids for about 19 years. Like if you add up all the time that they see them, it adds up to about 19 years. And it's like, oh, and that means like it's only up until high school, and that means like after that, the rest of the time you see them only it adds up to about a year is what they're saying then, which is crazy, right? Because you live with them to high
Yeah.
school.
Oh, I didn't. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it like that. And that, I mean,
Yeah, and then you're
shoot.
like 18, then you go off to college, and then that means if that statistic is correct, that means yeah, you only see your parents for about a year's worth of time for the rest of your life after high school. And so after that, it hit me at home. I was like, oh yeah, I got to be better to my parents. I got to like actively try to see them at least,
Oh
a
yeah.
week a year or something, so it adds up somehow or something. I don't know.
I'm doing the math and I drive it on the high end and I feel like I don't see mine enough either,
Yeah.
but they also live 35 minutes away. Yours live 35 hours away, so like that's a big difference.
4 or 5 hours by plane, so yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, no, this is a good shout out because all the single parents definitely need that. And so what happened though? Like, what happened this week? Was does uh
Oh, ear
Matt's okay?
infections. And oh yeah, it's ear infections. And just sometimes like you think that they're cool. Like, so Mads is too, so she's like kind of getting on the older end of this, but like even younger kids, like the ear infections, like they're in your arms and you're rocking them and everything's great. And like it's been even like 30 minutes and you're like, okay, I'm gonna be able to go put this kid down, no problem. And with the ear infections, something about it, like the minute they get flat on their back or whatever it is, it's bam, and then it's wah, wah, wah,
Uh,
and then it's just right back at it. And you're right back to the beginning. Our girls, terrible with ear infections. We've gotten them both tubes, actually, funny or not. I don't know if you know anything
mm-mm.
about that. It helps the drainage in their ear.
Oh.
Anybody that has kids that get ear infections constantly, I'm sure your doctor has suggested getting your kids tubes. They naturally fall out after a while. And so, actually, this is the first one that Maddie's had um, in a while, maybe 6 months because of that. But she would get them like every month or two, even
Oh,
doubles
that's
for
crazy.
a
I
while
didn't know
there.
that.
And
I
brutal,
mean, knock on
brutal,
wood. I
brutal.
haven't had to do that yet, but man, that sounds rough, especially when you're on your own trying to take care of two kids. Whew.
Oh, well, we survived. We made it. My Katie got home about 10 minutes before we hit record on this podcast. So
Nice.
I was like,
Oh,
all
and
right.
then you just put her right back in the
Uh,
ringer.
oh no, everybody was sleeping. House was cleanish.
Okay,
Everybody
okay,
was sleeping.
good, good, good,
Cleanish.
good.
Cleanish.
That's good. That's
Uh,
good.
we survived.
4 days, 4 days. Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think. What's the longest I've gone with that? Well, actually, I take that back. I've gone 2 months without Laura just last year. So
Yeah,
actually,
that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. That's
but
tough.
thankfully,
Yeah.
Joa really wasn't that bad though. So I mean, we got into a rhythm pretty quick, and daycare always helps. Yeah, I don't know. Those 2 months,
You'll see.
he also wasn't at the age where he was like moving as much, so it was pretty easy to just kind of keep him in an
Mhm.
area contained. Right now, oh, I feel like it'd be way more of a nightmare, or at least taxing on my body, because I don't know if I can keep up with him
And then
anymore.
you're outnumbered. And then wait till you're
Oh,
outnumbered.
oh. Uh, well, we'll see. Maybe sooner than you think at this point. We have no idea. We're trying, so.
Oh, no, careful putting that out there. Careful.
Whew. But yeah, that's a good shout out. Yeah, I think that was any single parents out there. Sure, they appreciate that.
Shout them out. They deserve it. They deserve their flowers. Josh, Josh, send them some flowers. I don't know who. Just send some single parents some
Hey, if you
flowers.
post a
Just find
comment in
them and
our
send it to them.
Discord, you're getting flowers.
Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. See, I gotta get better about that.
Yeah, we'll pick it up as we go. Eventually, we'll get into the point where some of these games we'll put some polls up too. Let the audience join in.
Oh, we definitely need polls. We absolutely need polls. Who would have got Despicable Me right? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm still disappointed in myself for that one.
That's that's a tough one.
Yeah, especially since I pride myself in animated movies. But it's okay. It is what it is.
You did pretty good. You did pretty good. You got two through
I will say
five.
I'm coming off a pretty long weekend, so well,
So what is it? We'll just totally go rogue here. Is it Chinese New Year? Is that what's going on? What's
last
am I way
yeah,
off on
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Is it
So Chinese New Year just happened, but no, it was just a lot of family stuff. We were seeing a lot of people.
okay?
So we had Chinese New Year's dinner last week. So I think this past Monday was Chinese New Year. Yeah, I think
Okay.
the correct term now,
Okay. Thank you.
without getting like canceled, is Lunar New Year. So let's run with that.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
We'll get into more PC
No,
stuff
that's
later too.
I will tell you in the manufacturing world that I live in, it stops shipping for like 2 weeks, so everybody freaks out, and I guess the manufacturing world is not that PC because that gets tossed around a lot
Well,
with words on the other end of it.
yeah, I'm in the Bay, so it's about as PC as we can get.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think that's all we have for everyone this week. Thanks for tuning in to the Disgruntled Losers podcast, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
Not even there. Cold call, don't waste my time. I'm the headline, you're the sideline. Cold call, I'm worth the climb. No free minutes. like static, they don't stick. I hang up quick, yeah, that's my trick. You think you're slick, but you're so see-through.